Hello, everybody. That's what we're doing today. It's the 1955 Chevrolet car seat. I'll go over a few things that we've done to it. Some of the other videos. This is the center line right here. Right here. We trim this right here down in the back. Whenever you're doing these seats, you see how that's trimmed down right here. That right there is lowered from the front to where whenever you put the backrest on, it will fold forward with ease. It needs to be trimmed down whenever you're putting thicker foam on it like this. We did take and sandblast it just a little bit, not too much. He really didn't want to pay them to do the whole thing. So anyway, we put the spring felt on there. We put the burlap on there. We glued the foam down. We trimmed it. We glued it around the edge of the springs where it's really nice and neat. It's firm, so that's good. This is a cover. Part of the cover, we hadn't finished it, so we was going to finish it on video. What we do is we line up right here. There's our center line right here. You can see it down at the bottom right here. So I need to slide it over just a little bit like that. Okay. And then it lines up just like this. On the back seat, the back bottom. Let's show them this right here with. Okay, here's the back bottom. Roll some of that. You see how it rolls over right here? And it makes, what it does is makes this right here look a little bit lower from here to here. And it's not that real tall section from here to here all the way down. So we wanted the seat to roll over a little bit and make this part right here look like it wasn't without a mustache. Part on top of your lip. So we lowered the lip. Anyway, so we roll this over. We're going to do the front seat the same way to make it match. There's the backrest of the back seat. We done that. There's the front seats. We hadn't put them out in the sun or nothing. That right there needs to be in the sun. It's kind of cool outside. So anyway, we hadn't put any of the trim pieces on it. But what we're going to finish up now, we did these on a video. So what we're going to finish up now is the bottom of the front seat. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We do have it lined up right here in the middle. So let me see if I can. I'm going to try to show you how the way I want to do this is I'm not going to go around the whole thing with a boxing like a bead or something like that goes around here. Well, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here and I'm going to roll it over. I want it to match the back seat. So I notice it's lined up in the center. So that's just right. So the main thing is now is just coming right here. We got it all the way to the back. That's where we're going to be anchored down to these springs. That's the way it does on this 55. So I'm going to come right here. Let me see how I want to do this. Okay. I want to take it. You know, this is pretty important. Whenever you go to cutting, you better know exactly where you're going to cut at and exactly how you're going to put this right here on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around here like this. And then I'm going to turn it like that. And I'm going to turn it and I'm going to come down here and it's going to have a fold over like this in the front. So to do that, you got to come just like this right here. Without making a mistake. You can trim it. If you think you're going to make a mistake, you can go back and trim it to make sure that you get it just right. Okay, so I got it like this. That's really the way I want it, just like that. And I'm gonna come right here. Now, if you're doing this at home and you're trying to learn, take your Sharpie like this right here, reach up under the back, and go around it just like that. That is a little bit sticking out right there, but that's fine. That's gonna be just fine the way I'm doing it. All right, so we know that's halfway. This side right here is exactly like this side. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fold it halfway. Just like this. And all your marks need to line up. So all right. So we got it lined up. We'll stick it back in place. Just like that. Right here. Right here. Just like that. Just like that. I might bring that in just a little bit right in here. If I do, it won't be but just a little bit. Okay. There we go. We do have a couple of pieces that we took off of the old seat, like this part back here in the back. So we won't have to make that piece right there from scratch. But I don't know, Leslie, if we might use a piece of this. Or do we have some already cut?
Can you get two of these?
I don't think we can even use none of that.
I think that's small.
Let me look.
We don't need to have.
We might can salvage that.
If not, I've got some rolled up.
Wesley's got some pieces that we'll save these. You try to use all your scrap pieces that you can.
You need two of those.
Yeah. Maybe. These pieces are going in the back here, according to the pattern that they had. Oh, okay. So now we got this leaned over right here. I don't think that's actually got to be that long there, Wesley. Like right in there. I think I could cut about an inch of that off because that's a long ways down right here. You see that is a pretty good ways down. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take and cut about an inch of this right here off.
No, we mainly do automotive. We don't do a whole lot of furniture.
Yeah, we don't do no furniture really. I've had a lot of people ask me about doing it. You really need a bunch of room, it seems like, to do some furniture. So we did cut an inch off of this, just to let you know. That is an inch. Like Justin Wilson did that salt in his hand. You can tell that's an inch. So anyway. I'm gonna take and we're gonna measure this piece. And we need to go from right about right here to right here. And I'm gonna say that's 8 inches. So we need a piece 8 inches. What's that, about 40 inches?
I thought I had the
Here, look.
the tape measure.
About 46. 46 inches. That's what it is. 8 by 46. We need that piece for that. And we'll move this. And we're going to have to cut these pieces right here out too. And I think they're a little bit longer. Right here. So that's, let's say 10. Okay. These seats right here are like really heavy compared to we've been grinding.
We need to go down the road.
That was 46 by 8. Where's my framing square?
Down there, up under where you put the cover.
Okay.
Is that a flaw?
Let's see. It ain't a flaw. All right, we're gonna go 8 by 46. And this is gonna do the bottom part right here. We're just gonna roll it over in the front. 8. Alright, I said this one needed to be 10. So we're gonna come right here and we're gonna make this 10. And that'll be on both sides right there. They used to do a lot of older seats like this and they'd roll it over in the front to where it wouldn't touch the back of your leg with a bead. They did a lot of older stuff like that. $46.
A little one or smaller.
I don't know where I got these little flimsy rulers at. Ain't much to them though.
The other one's down there. You want it?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna cut these out. Then I'm gonna take that piece right over here. It goes on the back. It covers up the very back. Whenever you're cutting and you're pushing like this right here, you're just pushing the scissors. Zoom on this, or come right here, Wes, and show you. When you're pushing on these scissors like this, you got a lot more control if you just open them up about this far. You don't have to open them up down to here and push them. But if you just open them up just a little bit, like this, they really work a lot better if they're real sharp. We hadn't sharpened them lately. All right, so this goes in the very front. This right here is going to be on each side. I'll trim it once I get it. Once I get it on. I'm just gonna cut this in two. I got my mark right here and right there. You know, I can cut a straight line. I mean, anybody can cut that straight line right to the next V. Okay, got these two pieces. Hopefully they'll work because it's kind of a straight up and down on that seat. It's not a lot of
bends and curves.
Like the curve part of it, it's not going to have a lot of that, I don't think. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get this out of it. Here's this piece. These pieces. I got Wesley to mark them for me. You can see the spring where the springs was hitting on this right here. Back when they did these, a lot of times they would put a little piece of cardboard right up under here, up under the springs, so the springs wouldn't eat into it.
Question: have you heard of dyeing vinyl? Yeah.
I actually got a semi mixing bank back there. I used to mix up all the time. And believe it or not, I got really, really good at tinting it.
The sim dye is the better dye than what you might find at a local store.
Yeah, it is a whole lot better.
A little more expensive, but it's better quality.
And it covers better. So, but you can go to a parts store and get some if you have to. I think it's called DuPont or
Duplicolor.
Yeah, Duplicolor. There's my center. Let's take it like this. All right, so I'll just take that. I'm going to glue it a little bit. I'm going to fold it back over. Probably put these marks on there from there to here. Remind me, Wesley. To order that glue Friday. We'll just take and cut that out. All right, so I'll turn this over. Here, put a few marks on here just to kind of keep up with some of it. I know this don't show up on the camera, but I can see it. So if you get you some silver, or they make these markers in all different kind of colors. If I had some short pieces and little pieces, we could get these out of it. Do we have anything like this? Is it the same grain?
Yeah, the salt.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
We try to save as much as we possibly can without wasting it.
You just cut that off.
Always remember to turn these over and get your opposites. Otherwise, you're going to have two for the same side. Okay, so we got our pieces right here. We'll take this, mark it.
It has different marks on it.
Yeah. I can probably look at it and tell how it goes. But this is the way you do it anyway. You mark it like this right here. That's your opposites. We got our piece right here. I'm gonna take and glue this right here down. Then I'll sew it. All this does is go around that center post that the seat anchors to. All right, we got one more piece. This.
I just have to measure that one. It's a little stretched.
I'm thinking, yeah, it is a little stretched, but I'm thinking what it was straight. We'll make sure that this right here is straight. this is what we need. We just need the link. Back us up. You have to pull a lot harder whenever the scissors is neat and sharpening. So we got this. We got this. We got our other pieces right here. So we basically got about all we need to sew this seat right here up, other than cutting out some pieces to the foam. You know, it's got to be just, we got to have the shape of it on the sides. But this part right here, I'm finna sew this up. We're gonna be a little bit closer. Just got my new needles in. We was out of needles. So. I haven't even sewed it.
Brenda Jordan says hello.
Hey, Brenda Jordan.
Hold on, I'll get scissors.
You get used to a pair of scissors that you keep at the sewing machine, and this is my favorite right here. I just keep them here. All right, so this is the piece. Where's that piece with the chalk on it? Right there. There's the piece right here. We measured it and it goes across here. It's 46 inches. So I'm gonna sew this on. Then I'm gonna take and put a top stitch on it. You want to keep a ½ inch from the edge. It ain't got to be quite a ½ inch. I mean, 3/8, that's fine. But you want enough that you're gonna be able to fold down and catch this lip right here. So whenever I fold this over, I'm gonna put a top stitch on it just like this. This really needs to be really straight. So if you got a sewing machine, you want to gauge it by this foot right here of where it lines up on this material. And it needs to be really, really straight. Another upholstery person might get in there and say something if it ain't. All right. I may come back and trim this right here at an angle. Can they see this? Like trim it at an angle. You see how sharp the curve is? It don't need to be that sharp. It needs to kind of go at an angle. The thing is do I have enough to go from here to here? Hand me that right here, West. I think that pieces is 27. The deal is I might not have made these pieces long enough Okay, they're long enough. Barely. But I'm gonna take this. Now, this is my bottom piece that's gonna go down by the springs. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take and sew me a loop in it right here. So that had one, did it?
Yes.
This is my other part. It's got these pieces right here on there. I'm gonna sew around this right here. That was so that's all you do is just sew around that. It was already glued, so it wasn't going nowhere. But these pieces, I got them marked. I can see them, but you can't. They went like this, and this right here. I try to look at these old patterns and see if I see anything, but I don't. So this starts just like this. That was just a stitch, wasn't it? It wasn't like folded around on that.
No, it just.
So now this part right here is made to just go around the edge of that seat, and I'll show it to you whenever we go to put it on. Just goes around the edge. And this has a little curve in it right here. It's curved, so it's the shape of the seat. And this piece is straight. So you want to take this. I'm going to put it in the center. I think Wesley marked it for me. Didn't you, Wesley?
It's not marked in the direct center, but it is marked with the old patterns.
Yeah.
But it's not in the.
Well, we're going to do it direct center like this right here, because we know this is halfway. And you always start 90% of the time in the center. Okay. We put this loop in here to put our wire in there. You don't have to use wire. You can just fold it over. But we always like to put a good anchor source in there, like a piece of wire. Here we go. to let you know that is in the center. That V right there is lined up perfectly with that V. And that's where you're trying to get. That's what you're trying to make sure that it's all in the same spot. That way it ain't longer on one side than it is on the other. Okay, so we got this piece here. Now we don't need them no more. We might need these two.
Now you probably don't have to go look at the old pattern over there for them two there.
Yeah. Okay, we got this. We're gonna come right here. I already got a line right there marked in the center. That's dead on. All right, so we come right here. And when it's that short right there, I mean, I can look at that and tell where the center is. I mean, I ain't gonna put it over here like that or like that. I can tell exactly where the center is. So we're gonna come right here. Right. There.
Those other two pieces kind of go around in there too.
Yeah, that's probably go on the bottom of this right here. It wouldn't go on the top. All right. This right here is a bag that we're gonna sew back in there. This ain't I do have a brand new piece, but this piece right here looked like it was almost new, so I'm gonna put it right back. Right here.
Lynn Burns says hello.
Hey, Lynn Burn. Alright, so there we are. The next thing is to put this on, and these pieces right here around the edge, these only two pieces that we got left, is we got to put this on, fit it, and then cut that piece right here and put it in. And hey, we can put the cover on. Just like that.
You walk right by the lean up against
Oh,
thing.
yeah. I don't know how to pick it up though. you can look at that tail. It's coming to shape. So, see, that's coming down. That's got two little pegs in there that whenever you
Like bump stops.
yeah, when you put the backrest on, lean it back. This right here, I made this a little bit long right there, just a little bit to where I can take and fold it over just like that. So when I sew these pieces on right here, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna sew this on here, but I wanna sew this piece on first because whenever I sew that little loop, I'm gonna catch this one right here and I'm gonna go around it too. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. All right, Wesley, come right here. I'm gonna show them exactly how we're gonna do this right here. My piece ain't very long. See, all I did was just cut it off in half. Otherwise, I'd have had to cut two pieces, but right here and right here. So I got that much. And if you look at that right there, you can tell it ain't very much. That is like 1, 2.5 inches. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take this piece right here, and I'm not gonna go very far, but I'm gonna come down just like this right here, just like that, and it gives it that smooth shape all the way down. So now I'm gonna get on the other side right here. I'm gonna take my piece, yeah, because I want them just alike. There's my piece. This is how much we're going to cut off of it.
Or you want chalk?
This will be good. All right, I'm gonna see how close that is. I just needed a reference point, so I'm gonna come right here, just like that. Hold that right there, Wesley. Down there, you got it. Okay, so I see right here, that is about 5/8 right there, a little bit, maybe an inch. So I got a little bit, I can still roll that over. This right here, I may have to sew a bag on this right here, on the bottom of this, but let me come right here. We're gonna mark this. Okay, I got that. And then we'll come back and after I trim it, we'll come back and we're gonna check it. So see the shape of the seat, how the seat rounds right through here. We're gonna come right here. And the seat rounds right there, like that. It looks to me like it's right here. That's my starting point. Hey, does any of this make any sense? I I mean, I want you to learn instead of me just doing it in front of you. I would like for you to learn it. So that's my opposite for the other side right here. I can look right here and tell where I started. I'm gonna start the same way on this side. Y'all seen me fold the seat, and I got the same shape on the other side as I do this side. We're fixing to go put these pieces right here on, and I may have to sew a little,
Listing or bag.
yeah, like a little bag right here. I might just cut these out of this. So just a little, just say like a little 1.5 inch bag. Cut me another one. All this is to hold the wire in place. Two of them just alike. I know I could have laid the ruler on it, spent a lot more time, but really, we just don't have that much time right now to do all that prim and proper stuff. Yeah, where's the hand me that? Hand me that, this dog is from New York that comes over here. And that joker will pick up something in a heartbeat. Steal it. He's looking for something right now. That joker will steal when he waits.
He's looking for something to grab and run. I'm waiting for what it is.
Yeah, he will steal in a minute. Oh, gonna make sure this right here is just exactly right here. I'm gonna check it both ways right here. I didn't think that right here was gonna come up just right like that. You know what I mean? I was thinking it was gonna be a little short. There, like that, maybe. Something like that. Because I got to fold that right there back over. I might go ahead and do it. This is going to be my little bag right here that I'm going to fold over just to anchor with. We want the cover nice and snug and tight. Now, we're going to take and sew this. We're going to sew this on here. I'm going to sew my little bag on the bottom because I think it's too short. Catch anything? No questions, Wes?
Philip said he's gonna have to go back and slow it down to watch for the sides that you made and kind of understand more about that. So that's the only question. It really wasn't.
I'm sorry about that. On the sides. But what you do is you just get it really on the shape. You can take a magic marker and draw on the foam and try to get you some shapes that way. But we noted this right here. I done folded it over here twice. So we know this right here is in this vicinity of where this needs to be. Did you see that crap?
At least it broke there and not halfway down it.
It did it when I started. I bought some glasses and I didn't even get a mile away from the place and the screw fell out of it. I've got to take them back.
One out of bottom.
Yeah, I got a piece of one right here. You know what the worst thing is you can do to your sewing machine? Is have some dust or either some just a little bitty grain of dirt. That's all it takes. One reason why I keep so much oil on this joker right here. Don't want no wear and tear on it. Just like running your car engine without no oil. If you want that sewing machine to last, you need to keep plenty of oil on it.
Now, do they make that model that you're using new today, or have they changed the model that you use?
They changed it. They changed it. I mean, this one right here, this one come from Japan. The ones now come from some other country, not Japan. And these are the ones that's made in Japan is the better sewing machine. My first cousin he worked for Cutters Exchange and Singer for 60 years, and he said that these sewing machines here that's got Japan wrote on it are the better sewing machines. The other ones will work because I've had one, but the better sewing machine. Show them that one down in the floor, Wes. From what I understand, that sewing machine is better than the one I'm using. And it's a FAF. I think the FAF is better than the Consew.
Does that go along with the old saying the older stuff was built better?
Yeah.
To last. compared to the newer stuff.
Even the older people are they ain't as lazy as the newer ones. Not all of them, maybe, but you know, a lot of the youth is pretty lazy. I see it all over the internet. They didn't leave me but $5 on a tip. I can't believe that. Well, you know, if it goes back to the saying, you know, what kind of service did you get? And they usually have 5, 6, 7 tables that they're waiting on. So if it's $5 times 7, that ain't that bad. Yeah, waiting tables. Damn, I'm sewing this like I done checked. Always test fit this right here before you do what I'm doing. I mean, hey, it could be wrong. And then you got to take it all back loose. Ain't that right, Wesley? So always test it first. Don't do as I do. I got a feeling it's going to fit, but if it don't, I got to pull it all back loose. You don't want to do that.
You saw some of that in the other videos with this same seat.
Yeah, where I had to take some what was that? The backrest.
I remember we had to take something off and recut it or make another piece or something, but it didn't go.
I think it was the backrest.
Quite as planned. It was one of the earlier videos on this seat.
It was I'm thinking it was the backrest, wasn't it? No, it was the backrest on the back seat.
Yeah, with the V.
Yeah, the V. The V did not want to work. You ever had the phone to ring and you get sidetracked, and then you get back to what you're doing? It's like, darn. You get back over there to what you're doing, and you forget, and don't put a top stitch on it. And then whenever you get back, you get it in the car and you're looking at it and you say, damn, I didn't put a top stitch on it. You know what I mean? Gauge that with your foot. Keep that foot right there. This top stitch right here has really got to be straight. If it's crooked, that's gonna show. So always keep this top stitch right here the same distance all the way down. Make it look really neat. Wow. Here we go. You know, that piece right there went straight down in the bottom. I wonder if that right here would look better if it was pleated, but it ain't going to be seen, is it?
Them two pieces over there.
They did, but I think that they put them on there because them other pieces are short. We're gonna come right here and I'm gonna slow that right there down. Even though the first one, the one that we took off, wasn't finished. You always want a finished edge. You don't want something that looks that crappy. Alright, we're gonna put this on. Fingers crossed. See if it fits. I stayed at the hospital last night about 5 o'clock. Man, them chairs was hard as a brick.
Yeah, they
don't want you to get
after
comfortable.
about 30 minutes, they wear into you.
You don't want to be. They don't want you comfortable. They want your money. They don't want you comfortable. See, I've got to. We got to put some wire in that.
Is that too long?
That might work.
I got some shorter ones.
Yeah, as long as it's 46 inches, that might work.
It's shorter than that. I might not have to cut it off as much. There you go.
Let's see. Needs to be longer than that.
You use this.
Hey, what about our piece that we twisted?
We used it though.
New?
All I got is little pieces here.
Yeah. Here we go. We got it. So we're just gonna run this piece of wire in there and I'll cut it off. We ain't got no piece of sandpaper, do we?
Back there on the table, on the cart. I don't have, all I've got is that 36.
Yeah. It's cleaning up a little bit. Right here. All right, here we go. I may have to pull that down from the back side because this right here, if I anchor it, see, it won't go over that because it's anchored down. So I got to have it all together like this. All the way down. You can see. Show them down there, Wesley. See right down in here where that bar is? Right in here? See it? That's what I'm going to anchor to. I'm not anchoring just the springs. Anchoring right here. And that long piece of wire, that crap's so thick. It's so stiff. I don't have to put them side by side to hold it.
Checking to make sure you're centered.
Yeah. Making sure that I'm dead in the center. So I always make sure. And I still ain't checked the fit. What you think, Wes?
You roll that one side over and see if it fits before you tie it down all the way across.
I don't want this far now. They make these pliers curved in every which direction. But I've always used them, and I had to see that little bit of orange. A little bit of orange on there. I had a pair that was green. No joke. I'd give $100 for them back. I've had them. I just had them so long, and they got lost. Who knows what Cardo was left in? Okay. All right. We anchored down right there. This right here goes over the edge. Right there. This goes over this edge. Now, this is the tail to tail right here. Is it gonna fit? Hey, honestly, I don't. You know, I mean, I fix a bunch of stuff, but I don't know 100% sure if it's gonna be just exactly 100% right. Just like that. So that's the way we wanted it, just like that. I'll put a piece of wire in here and go around. This is gonna have to be a thinner piece there, Wes.
Okay, let me.
We're gonna have to twist some, y'all, bad as it is. Here, stick that in there. Y'all see how twisted, kinked up it is. If we let go, it would just fall right back into place. But Wesley's gonna take and turn that drill on it, and whenever we pull it, it's gonna make a really good stiff piece of wire. Pull it to you, Wes. Okay, that makes a good stiff piece of wire, and that's what we like. We're gonna come right here. One for one side, one for the next. We're gonna have to have, I believe that piece will go across the front. Okay, we'll trim that off after we get it all anchored down. This piece right here, right here. That's that little bag I sewed over. Alright. So we got that, we got this. All I need to do is fold this side right here down. This seat, once it goes together, I mean, they got a lot of trim on there. It looks good. We took and polished it all up. I think it looks good. We need a piece in here. Normally a seat comes with some pretty decent wire in it, but this right here, it didn't. You don't have to put wire back in it, but okay. We got that. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna anchor it down here just so it don't move too much. Okay, there is a piece that goes around this on the sides and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here. I'll turn it around, it's easier to get to it. So I made this 8 inches to where I could take and fold it over an inch and catch this right here whenever I was cutting this out. It's good to think ahead for stuff like this right here whenever you when I was putting in a lot of hog rings, I used to put these in so fast. But I can't anymore. I can't anymore. All right, here we go. That's a little hole right here. So we noted that right there holds. Come on. That right there. This right there. Come on. Did I go under that? Yeah, I did. These two right here, that holds that piece of molding on. We do have some, the screws that they had in there really look kind of bad. So what we done was we got some finishing screws. They look pretty good. This right here, I can't go any further. I can go further. I'm thinking, let me see. Maybe I can go further. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then cut a hole in this.
To slide the.
Yeah. Okay.
Where the seat
You see that little
bracket comes
peg?
down.
Yeah, you see the little peg? That's where it goes. The tracks. I think the tracks do they look like crap?
You took them off. They're back there. I haven't really. I don't think they're as bad as the seat because we didn't sandblast them.
Yeah. We could have. Hey, y'all, we ain't got far. We don't have far to go on this. We've been real busy this week. We just hadn't had time to work on this one. He ain't even in town, this guy. So even when we get it fixed, he's not gonna be here to get it. So we had to swap stuff around to where whenever we're busy on something else, we can do another job. This right here, you see this right there? I can actually take and put this piece in that loop and this piece right here in that loop. It don't have no place up in here, so it's got to go right here. I'm just gonna take and fold this back. Just like that. I'm gonna come right here and I'm gonna catch it. Just like that. So I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna fold this back. Just like that. I'm gonna catch it and hold it. Hold the phone. I got to cut that so it didn't catch. All right. We're going to start over. That did catch. That caught. Right there. I'll fold it around to the other side. We can take and cut this out. I got it right here on my knife. Just like that. And what we'll do is we got this hard plastic here. We'll take and make a washer for that out of hard plastic.
Think that'd be big enough?
Huh?
Circle wise, and cut a hole in the middle. But
Yeah. That's probably big enough. All right, we'll take and cut a hole in this one. Wesley's going to show you what we're doing right there. We're recycling some of these washers. We use this stuff on a lot of different things. All right, we got them little washers right there. You see we got a little hole in them, but
it doesn't have the right hole. I was
yeah,
checking to make sure that was right before.
Yeah, he's checking it. And what we're going to do is just take it and bite another hole in it. Just like that. And it goes on there just like that. Some people call that a scutcheon. And what it does is it protects this cover from the edge of that arm that goes on here and twists. It protects it from cutting into that material. So we're going to use them. Sometimes people use a metal washer. Sometimes people use.
That's what was on it when we took it apart was a metal washer.
Yeah, a scutcheon. They use a scutcheon. So, and we're gonna steam all that right there and try to make it all purity and everything. So, where's the air at, Wes?
It may be on the cart.
Yeah, we're gonna blow some of that stuff off. When we grind foam, it's got that little bitty. It's sort of like sawdust shaving, and it gets everywhere.
And we need to put the trim on them before we put them on.
Huh? We can put them on after. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got one. We need.
Well, I figured the center we need to put on.
Yeah. The center we probably need to put these pieces on.
It'd be easier to get to with it all.
So that's the backrest. And you can tell which one goes where by that thief back over here again. Even the damn dogs in New York try to steal stuff.
We ain't got you.
You just take your finger. Yeah, you can take your finger like that and just feel where it goes. Where's that?
You want this length or you want something shorter?
That length right there is fine. What you think? Like that? I think that's the way it went.
I think it'd have to have
No?
work.
Or would it? Right there, maybe?
I don't know if you can lift that up and see the hole behind it.
Yeah, I can see it right there. That right there could have had a little bit more glue on it. Okay, so we put these pieces right there on there. Then we take and lean the seat up. Did that thing have a piece of metal that slid over that?
Yeah. A little moon clip?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm talking about like a shield, like a piece of metal.
No.
No?
Now, originally it may have, but by the time it got to us and it's been done and changed and
I ain't gonna try to knock it down with that. See if I can pull it on with this. Okay, that's it. All right, we'll get the other one.
it's back there on
This
the floor.
won't lean back because this goes down beyond the seat. Like,
The tracks would lift it up off the.
yeah. So what we have to do is wait until we get that part on. Look at that drill. If you take your finger and you push on there, you can tell where that hole is. If you just rub your finger on it, you can tell where that hole is up under there. So that's my hole. It might take you a little while to get good at that, but it ain't that big of a, it ain't that hard to do. the phone, Wesley. Did I miss it? How big of a doggone screw was in that thing? I can see the hole.
I mean, none of the screws that I took out of it, looking at it in here, are any bigger than what you got. Besides, there was one that was a drywall.
Okay, hold on. Okay, got it. That ain't it. That is it. Don't do that too hard. Don't push that screw in there too hard with these type washers on it. That washer right there will cut a circle out in that material. For real. Wouldn't it look better with black washers? Maybe that little discussion right there, Wes. How many minutes we got on that phone?
We've been on an hour and a half.
Is the battery still good?
If it was 100%, we got about 2 hours before I need to charge it.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's about what it lasts
Yeah,
before.
It was 100%. Okay, got it. All right, so now let me come over here and get a. Probably better put the
We can put them.
tracks on it.
We can put them black bricks under it.
Yeah.
They're over here holding something down. They might have been used for something.
Okay.
Hello, Moto.
I think I put that thing on do not disturb. Yeah. She'll call me on this. Probably. Wait, here's a green brick. We can stick it up on there. I'll get one of the black bricks.
We may have to put tracks on it to keep it from falling back.
Yeah. What I say? Go ahead and lean it back, Wes. Put the tracks on it. Okay. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do is put these tracks on. I got your side. Got a handle on that side. These are these lock in. believe it or not, they started doing that in the past few years. They started doing that again, making it lock in the front. That's some shit. I can't get that started without my glasses on. You got yours on? These are fine threads. You don't want to cross there one. Man, that joker has got a spring on it. Take that right there and put that up under that. Right there. Hush. Go back to New York.
Go play. We're busy. He wants to play fetch.
Yeah. That joker's gonna take something before he leaves.
He's got a ball in his mouth now, so he's busy. Go play.
We're going to buy that joker from the sauce.
That one ain't started.
Which one, this?
Yeah. I was going to use the socket.
That joker can bark good with a ball in his mouth, can't he? Right.
Yeah, if that caught your fingers, that would pinch you very
That
bad.
would do it. Man, that spring right there. Right there. Pretty strong. All right, now we got these pieces right here. This does hide a bunch of ugly. So that looks like one of the holes right there and two of the holes right here. Where's that punch at, Will? Don't want to take no chance with these. So they go like, when we got these, they had two of these right here cut out, one on this side, one on the other side. So somebody got it mixed up, made the mistake, and then tried to correct it. You know what? You know what? This right here is supposed to have a piece of metal that comes up and around.
That's the piece he said he had or was going to get or something. Remember, he told you something, and I didn't understand what he was referring to.
It don't have the anchor plate to it. I can put these in.
But there was something when he dropped it off, he was describing to you, and you knew what he was talking about because I didn't. But there was something he had, or on the other seat, his original seat, or something.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Right here. We're gonna take this. This right here is bent. Probably fell out of the back of the truck or something. Bend that down a little bit. This has got me 2 of these. All right, I'm just gonna stick them in there like this. Ain't that some crap? Lightly. And what I said about them washers? Them bad boys will cut it. For real. Got a handle for that.
Yeah, you want to put it on, or you want to wait until we get that other piece to put behind that piece?
I'm going to put it on just to keep up with it.
I got to put mine to it, put it on. It's now.
He's going to be taking these back off if he's got that molding to put on there. So he'll be taking all this right here back off. I always liked the way the old cars were. Had the moldings that went around it. Looked real good.
It went to the top.
Let me look at it. Yeah, it went to the bottom just like that. So you push down on it with your thumb to make the seat release. About like a little shifter ball. All right, lay it down. Damn. Pick your side up. Let's put it around. This got the right hand. It's heavy.
Yeah. It was in pieces when we got it, and it was heavy.
All right, we got to put these pieces right here on. Do we need to take it back here to the back? I think we can see it better up here.
You can see it better up here. We ain't got a whole lot of room to get around there.
All right, let's there's our screws. Where's the other pieces right over here?
Now we
These
can
pieces right here don't have no moldings on, no chrome.
and we can turn it long ways and work on this side if you want to.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pick it up.
You go halfway
Look at that.
Right.
That joker tried to get. Let me get over there.
Bear with us.
Yeah, just bear with us. We're struggling. And we're not used to working on something as heavy as a damn Volkswagen. Damn, it ain't heavy now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, who would have thunk it? What is it?
That got pushed up when I was
Oh,
moving
right
it.
there?
Yeah, and I just slid it down.
Yeah. Hey, that molding right there, there's a piece that comes up under here. He probably had to take the tracks off and bolt it on this side right here, one right there, and it turns and comes up around that right there. So the backrest is still let up and back. So this is the piece right here. It goes just like that and covers up all the ugly. If we can find the who was that said today? Did you staple through all that metal? Who said that?
The guy that was here with them Corvette seats.
Now where does this one go?
It comes through the
Oh,
bottom.
it goes right through here.
Yeah.
Okay. So all we got to do is punch one hole in there. Remember them Cadillac seats we did? It was so doggone many panels like this on it. You might have to get around this way so we can see it. This is, the screw goes right through here. So I got to aim it and go right in here and make sure that I get it just right. Come on.
Do you need a longer screw?
I think it's supposed to work. Maybe I need to look at it. You know, being able to see it sure would help. It is going to take a longer screw.
See if that one's longer.
I can look at it. Yeah, that's long.
Because I got one, I think, longer. I got some short ones.
Huh?
I got some short ones too.
See, all that's supposed to line up just like that. We got to have them pieces that holds that up. Where are they at?
They're up here. And they're not great.
They're bad. Yeah. All right, so they went on the bottom.
And they have to go back there to the other cover and see those four of them.
All right, just got to rub your finger over, and you'll be able to tell where that hole is. That's a hole. I don't think it would have went over that far with it, Wes. Yeah, where's the old cover at?
That's what I was looking for, and I ain't.
I I didn't throw it away, dude. It's on this one.
Oh, right there.
That's one of them, ain't it?
You got two right there in the middle.
And then you got one right there.
Yeah.
So there is one right here near the edge. And he said two right here in the middle.
Yeah, right by the little relief for the.
Can you see with the camera?
I
don't think so.
I can't. I mean,
Just come around this way. We got one right in here. Right in here. It said. That might be it. I think that's it.
you know, we got them other ones we've used in the past. You got a whole bucket of them over there with a.
I'm gonna see if I can use this one. That was a type it had right here anyway, wasn't it?
Well, that's what was on it when I took it apart.
Okay, hold on. Put that shit on forward, put the back on. Shit.
Now, one of those work, one of them don't.
I think this one works.
One of them, the gears in it, when you turn it, are messed up.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This might be it. Yep. That's it.
Like I said, I knew one of them was bad.
I need to ride it on there with Magic Mark.
Throw it away.
That Mac too. It's lifetime warranty.
And then you need to find the Mac Tools dealer and get another one.
I was almost sure we had more than one of those. I might can get it in with this. Maybe this is short enough. Nope.
Here it is, right in front of you.
It's always right in front of you. It's always right in front of you. Okay, we got that one in. This one, maybe, right there.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, we got some more of these.
I got two more for the other side.
Okay.
We may have to change one of the screws out. They've got a flat instead of Phillips.
looking at this right here, and it was kind of like had a hole in it. That's a big screw right there now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can tell that's a.
Well, then it may have been that with the fat that went in there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Big old fat screw.
You need a short or just a regular one?
Just regular's fine. I think I got some screws over there that probably be that size. You know it's been tinkered with when it's got a wood screw unless it's a Model A. Then if it's a Model A with a Phillips screw, then you know that's been tinkered with. Okay. We know that went there. It was already screwed all up. That might take a longer screw there, Wesley.
And if that ain't long enough, I believe in that other pack there's a longer one.
Yeah. That is like really, really, really far away. You know what I'm saying? You see this right here? That's like it's like down. Like the backrest right here might be bent or something.
Well, you know we had the weld on that side. That's the driver's side.
That's where that joker was broke, wasn't it?
It was broke up in there at the bottom.
All right, this is the kind of crap you get into every time. Okay, right here, this part, if you can see that, let's see if you can see it. Right up here at the top of the seat, right there, this part right here is like it's bent down, like the seat's bent down. We've had to weld this thing back together and all kind of crap. I don't know if I can push that up. I don't know.
No, I have a longer than that screw that you got if you need.
You see that? I mean, that's really, really far off. We got a pick.
I had to get you a small one.
All right, we're gonna take and put this right here back on, or try to. You probably won't be able to see this, but I'm just lining up that screw hole. Next guy. This has to be in place.
Hey, be careful up top and don't cut that with that.
I don't have a screw in it.
No, I'm talking about the bracket's rubbing up against it. I don't want the bracket to cut a hole in the.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, you're rubbing against it real hard. I didn't want it to cut it.
All right, we'll go through here. But we got to have that hole right here lined up first.
Here's the smaller pick.
I got this lined up. You see how high up that is right there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's way up. I hope these pieces come off of this seat.
Well, they were on it when I took it apart.
Were they?
Yeah. I mean, that's where they came from. But now the seat was broke too.
This is crap. This is. You see that crap? If that's down that far, Hey y'all, there's always a way. There's always a way. I mean, you can see this right here. There's a little ways up. But we can't go down because it's going to hit this right here. Is that where we welded that?
Yeah, we welded back up in there, and then at the bottom where it was broke.
Yeah, the frame was broke, right? Yeah, I welded it right. I can feel it. The frame on this seat broke. We lined all that up. And I think we lined all this right here up, Wesley.
Bear with me, I'm trying to hook up power. I can't get the thing out.
Maybe the other side would line up.
Okay.
Yeah, you work on this crap like this right here and you think that everything's going to line up just right. I mean, that's a, we're talking about up here like this. I don't think that, unless we put a long screw in it, I don't think that right there's going to, it's supposed to be up under this edge right here. Let me look at the other side. That's just right. Jam up. It's this side.
Like I say, this was the one that was broke, and we had to weld it back together.
You know, but we put that thing right back in the same spot where it was broke at. You know? Yeah, all this right here would have to be pushed up like that. That's gonna have to be pushed up.
The way they're made, they only fit on one side
Yeah,
or the other. They're not interchangeable.
they're not. Yeah, it goes just like that. It's just gonna have to be. You can look at that and tell.
Yeah, they're the same length and all. They just you have a left and right.
Yeah, just the left and right. Well, I might have moved it some when that happened.
Got a longer one.
Huh?
I got a longer screw if you need it.
Yeah. Darn, that one is long, ain't it? Here we go. Back again. You can tell that the screws all around that thing. It just don't want to. I mean, it's all over it.
The shrew.
Yeah. The shrews.
Now the hole hadn't been wallered out or anything.
The whole hat, but I don't want to do this. But, hey, it won't fit. I didn't want to do that, but I'm telling you, it wouldn't fit. I mean, the thing's been broke, we welded it and all this kind of crap. Okay. Hey, beware getting into the upholstery bin. You'll have shit like this right here happen. We need a long screw. I think. That's one just like you. Yeah. You'll have stuff like this right here happen. And you'll say, my God. That's it. Got it. I got it. It's in there tight. Okay. There you go. I didn't talk too ugly. These right here have to be bent back forward. These right here do. Because that right there is real close. All right, so Wesley's going to show you what it's going to look like. And that, basically the other side goes on exactly the same way. So that's the seat. That's the way it's going to look. The seat back was broke. We welded this one right here. And I'm gonna let you know something about cotton. You can take cotton and weld it. And it might smolder. It might smolder for hours. So if you're welding it, the best thing to do is wet it down, let it sit and dry. Wet it down a little bit or cover it up. We tried to cover it all up, but we welded it and we left it outside just in case something happened to it for a couple of days, wasn't it? And then we come and put the cover on it. But I had done wet it down with a spray bottle to make sure that it didn't smolder. Because one little tiny spark off of that welder is all it takes. You wouldn't think it would, but that's all it takes. And it'll set that damn seat on fire for real. It will.
James says it looks fabulous.
Hey, it's it's for what he wanted to spend. He didn't want it fixed completely, but we still got to put the pieces up under that one to raise it up. But when he gets this back, it's going to be so much better than what he had. He ought to really, really like it. And he's got to get them pieces that holds this piece right here on the back side. This side's mounted on. The front sides is mounted on. I like a 55, 6, or 7. Either one of them, they all got the same seat. Maybe the pattern's a little different. But that's it. It's basically finished other than me putting that piece right there on and it lined up. And you see like these pieces right here, like right around here, all that right there. If I hit it with a steamer, every bit of it will vanish. It'll just go right away. And any of this stuff like this right here, if I hit it with a steamer, I mean, if it was really bad, like a wrinkle, sure enough, it wouldn't take it out. But just a little noggin like that right there, going around here, take all them out. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully, if you do something like this, it's not going to be all broke up where you got to weld it all to pieces and all your stuff will line up just right. And you won't have to take a hammer and tap it down about that far to get that screw in. So other than that, I guess it went fairly smooth. But thanks everybody for watching. And give a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to watch for your latest news, Hodges After Dark. Ain't that right? We want to give him a shout out. So Hodges After Dark, he's got his little talk show and he does some serious talking. So you might want to tune in on him. And thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.